Just a bunch of underdogs, bunch of like top 8 gamers to top 2 in like the CDL.
Ready?
Ready.
Oh my God, Methodz doesn't check it! It sucks if you're Toronto. Hammy with .8 on the clock and Slasher is there!
It was just a proper bad environment throughout the whole thing, so I think something needed to change.
I disagree with the decision with every single bone in my body.
Why did you make this change of all the things that you could have done?
I was ready to hang out.
Insight there with 2 massive kills. 2 players on front now, and Bats gets them both. All 3 for Bats.
Toronto do it again. Teams have not been ready for them at all.
After winning that, we fully believed that we were going to be consistently one of the best teams throughout the rest of the season.
It could be a easy now just to take care of Bans. That is it. It is over. It is an absolute disaster.
You come that close, it's just brutal, like absolutely brutal.
It's the guts. It's the glory. It's the championship. The task is Methodz has now gotten a pick. That's going to be heads turning.
I remember this one, this Paris one.
When Scrap's able to go big, now a lead change, not again. God Ultra, what is happening?
This match, this was one of the most disappointing matches I've seen for us at the start of the stage.
Oh my God.
Silly, last player left alive. Ooh, wins it. A technical 1v3 for Silly.
Some bad losses here.
I can't believe I forgot about this.
Methodz doesn't check it! Gorillas are handed the victory in the
Oh my God, I'm fuming after that.
Not the best start. Yeah, it was a disappointing first stage. At the end of the day, my job as a coach is to win Call of Duty matches. So, of course, when you start off poorly, it's never a good sign.
We had next to no teamwork. And I feel like just the team dynamic was so off.
Possibly come 10 seconds now for the win for FaZe. You're gonna have to see the break come through ASAP now for Ultra. It could fall apart right now.
We were choking so many big moments in the first couple of weeks of the stage 1. It was unbelievable.
CoD is quite ruthless. It's quite recency biased, I'd probably say. And so if you're not performing well, there's a lot of things that get said and you sit there worrying about your spot.
Can anybody get to the hill? Cammy has to get there, and he does! Cammy with .8 on the clock, and Slasher is there to seal the deal!
I didn't fully believe that we could be like a winning team with that combination.
Whether it be Methodz, whether it be someone else.
Something was off and we needed a change.
To roll, and when they broke the news, I certainly didn't react well. I was shocked. I mean, I'm still shocked. I disagree with the decision with every single bone in my body. I think it was unwarranted. And quite frankly, I'm pissed.
I thought it was a bit odd out of Toronto to bench Methodz. He was the only player who was positive in all 3 game modes. And
the analysts were very against the change.
Like that, right? Like
The Methodz benching was a surprise, to be honest. Obviously, we teamed with him for a while.
Fair play the coaches for doing it, because obviously it's not easy benching someone like Methodz with his brand and who he is. It was definitely like a ballsy one. Could have gone really bad.
Myself and Ryan, who's my assistant coach, we were just in a room. We brought Zin into the room. We just kind of went through the problems that we had and things that we felt like we needed to work on, and then obviously shared with him the news that we were going to be trying out Insight. After that, he obviously was very disappointed and argued his case why he should remain on the team, and obviously that was a very hard conversation.
I still feel bad for the Methodz thing though, even though obviously it benefited us. It's still tough to like watch.
It was a weird vibe. Like, no one was happy, no one was like sad, like no one knew what to do. Everyone was just like, what the hell is going on here? Yeah, like now I think about it, that was a weird moment in the year.
And it all comes down to these two. Slasher hanging out in the corner. Cammy decides to go for the rush and he drops. It's all on the Kleenex. It's all onto the Great Dane. Can he win it? And no.
We had the best practice we had all season, and we just couldn't put it together in the match again. So I was like, oh my God, same thing again. Maybe we have made the wrong decision here.
Despite all the hype around the rookie, they're able to lock things up.
Jamie came in and we lost 2 matches. It was like, we're still not really going anywhere. We're still doing the same thing.
I definitely thought I was next.
On the other hand, you have a player on your team who has not been consistent over the last 2 years in bans. So I was expecting him to maybe get benched, bring in Insight, and force him or Methodz to become a
That wouldn't have worked.
player.
That wouldn't have worked too well.
To go this route, and I think a lot of questions need to be answered to the
A bit depressing.
Bans was getting a lot of sort of retire, you're not good enough for this roster, blah, blah, blah.
We're listening to like the casters and stuff say stuff about it on stream. If there's thousands of people watching someone say that, a lot of people are also going to jump on board with it.
I got a lot of hate. I can go on social media, I can go on Twitter, even in Twitch chats, even on YouTube comments, like everywhere I went, the hate was there. I was serious. I was ready to hang out, which is like, it's crazy to me now to think about it, but like, I was ready to just give it all up, everything like I'd done throughout the scene, like, I was ready to quit there.
For those of us who are on the team, we always believed that Ben was the right guy. He's like one of the smartest Call of Duty players in history, and I think that his leadership has definitely came on a long way, and I think that was still, at that point, still like continuing to improve, but he definitely shown a lot of great qualities that we believed he was the right guy.
Nice!
We went on like a 23 map win streak with Jamie and Scrims, and we were like, this hasn't happened before. Like, we were having fun playing, like we were learning.
Before, it was very serious, like there was never a joking moment, everyone was always stressed. So you could tell like everyone's mood was complete, it was a complete 180. We felt confident going into every match.
But I didn't think we were going to do near as what we did.
Somebody has to make the play. Time's starting to dwindle. There goes Scump as well. And it will be the Ultra winning out this hard point.
First time I ever beat Optic in a winner's bracket.
Chicago.
What are you talking about, baby?
Empire, they try to get in, Illy. They're all in front of you, but he cannot do it. Ultra behind the brakes. Get to a grand final.
Coming into the Sunday, we just started riding the hype from playing back-to-back games.
They've got 5 seconds for the win. Sim's going to contest. He's going to get cut to pieces. And what do you know? The greatest underdog going into the tournament. They take the best team in the league the whole way. Ladies and gentlemen, your Major 2 champions, Toronto Ultra.
Look at me soaking myself. I needed a haircut.
That was like the biggest turning point I think any team's probably had. It was a crazy moment.
The stage 2 was a sort of combination of multiple things. It was us getting hot at the right moment, and honestly I didn't even feel like we were at our best during stage 2.
When you have a win like that, it secures everyone's spot, boosts everyone's confidence, and I think that was just important for all of us. I can't even explain how it felt. It was just like a relief that we can do it.
It honestly felt amazing, like coming out on top and really just sort of proving everyone wrong.
I remember we celebrated by getting McDonald's and we all just sat there and it was such a good night. One of the best feelings I think I'll ever have. Nothing comes close to it. It was amazing.
This is a quick contest from Neptune, not enough to get it done. Kleenex, Great Dane slides out, and Insight, once again, the teamwork on point from Toronto.
This is the moment where we started clutching up at the end of hard points, where we would keep it calm. The hype's still there, but I think for us, we just started again closing out on these very close moments and matches, and it just came down to us keeping calm at the end of games.
It's good winning, but it's also like, because we put so many hours in every day, it makes us think those hours are worth it.
Our guys definitely remembered a lot of those bad losses that we had previously and managed to learn from them going forward, and they kept calm throughout it. Like, we're like plugged into like a TeamSpeak server and we can hear everything the guys are saying throughout the map, but we can't communicate with them, and honestly they were communicating perfectly.
One shot, absolutely nice.
As time went on, no matter what the score was in a game, we would still keep our comms up.
That was like the very big turning point for our roster. I think that's where our communication like style drastically changed.
And that's why we became like one of the most composed teams. We were just always so relaxed no matter the situation. That's why we were able to clutch up a lot.
Gets the kill, lands it, it's all down to Skies. Cammy on the hunt, does get it done, and the champions remain the victors here.
Just a bunch of underdogs, bunch of like, probably like top 8 gamers to like top 2 in like the CDL.
Our work ethic was the best in the league really, and I think that we really were putting in so much time and effort into improving ourselves.
As soon as stage 3 groups hit, that was when we went 15-1 on map count, and that's like absurd.
Like at the start of the season, if you'd told me that we would finish off second, I would do disgraceful things.
BZ answers back straight away, and could be a BZ now just to take care of Bans. That is it, it is over. Atlanta FaZe have done it. Celium on the back line finding these kills, and it is over. Chance, it is over.
They were just our boogeymen, I guess, after stage 2. Like, getting like top 3 is like second place. It's like, it's not the worst thing, but
going from stage 1 not coming close to winning to stage 2 winning and become like a top 2 team, anything apart from winning is a disappointment.
2 will drop as Empire get buried in this map 1. Thought we were gonna have ourselves a series, and maybe we still will, but these first 2 maps have not been competitive whatsoever.
I remember going 2-0 up, going toilet, and Krim was in the toilet, and he walked past me laughing, saying, dude, I don't know what the hell we're doing, but it's fine, we're gonna reverse sweep you.
Shotzi and Illy get in. Insight though, still set up in the back. It's a 2v3 for Ultra. Cammy's gonna get caught. It's all on Insight. And he's done! Empire shows some of the greatest resilience we have ever seen in Call of Duty.
Yeah, that was heartbreaking, getting reverse swept. You know, you can't sit there and dwell on things like that because it just happens. Sometimes you're going to win them, sometimes you're going to lose them.
This is just a beatdown in every sense of the word.
Rocker going very aggressive up the middle, but they are ready for it, and that is 3 dead.
It might have just gone out the window.
Ultra
break into courtyard. The glimmer is gone. The hope is shattered. The dreams of Rocker and their fans, you feel slipping away. Is Ultra simply too good right now?
What was... Oh my God.
I don't even know why I'm to stage 5. I like it's so blurred to me if I'm being honest.
Down to Vance with the cricket hand, and there we go. Rocker are on the board.
Ah, let's hear it. They're on the board. Maybe the final starts now.
The biggest moment for me was the Garrison control. And I think that was the map that was for us that we had to close out on, and we didn't.
Ultra have to fly, but Brisa already there on the cuts. Vance, he's gonna die to a trophy. It could be the Major 5 trophy that just blew him up.
Our games always came down to just literally 0.1 of a second. Something that little changed everything for us. As it was going on, like you could tell it was getting a lot more stressful. Map by map, the crowd were getting louder and louder. You could tell they were getting momentum off that.
Gets it down to a 1v3, but 30 seconds to go, and look where Bomb is on the map. Nice read, but it's not gonna matter.
The maps were going on, they were getting harder to kill.
It's gunfight after gunfight going to Rocker, and there's nobody close for Ultra. It's a map win for Rocker.
The stars just like aligned for them, not really for us.
There's the end. Kleenex wins 1. Attack finishes it, and it is done. The greatest comeback in the history of Call of Duty esports. It's the Minnesota Massacre.
Stage 5's a heavy one. That's the worst loss of all time right there. I think in CoD history it's gotta be. And we had to be a part of it.
After stage 5, like immediately after the loss, we were super bummed out, and the guys were all kind of, guys were crying, and there was a lot of emotion.
So we kind of like went through the pain together as such, really. But we didn't have much time to like sit and think about the loss.
We just kind of laughed it off, to be honest with you. There's not much you can really do. It's over and done with now. It was like a positive to us because it was like a wake-up call for certain things.
At the end of the day, if we win champs, like, who cares? Like, no one's gonna remember stage 5 if you go on and win champs.
It is time to reveal our Scuff Team of the Year.
Insight, man. When you talk about that guy, you just saw what he was able to do there.
Oh God.
He doesn't shut up about Team of the Year.
He was cutting about in his Team of the Year trackie the whole event.
We've still been giving him pelters for that since now, like, in our group chat, like, oh, Jamie, you got your Scuff gaming tracksuit on? It is a cool trackie, to be fair.
We got the Battle of the North. Who is going to be eliminated? Who will move forward to face off against the Dallas Empire?
Raining hell from above is Ultra dominate. Cammy, of course it is Cammy. The assassin is gone, and Ultra this time put him away.
The biggest moment for me was just that Minnesota win. I think it was a big momentum shift for our team where we sort of put to rest those sort of bad losses.
Gone! 3 from Cammy! That could be it. Insight will take care of it, and oh my God, it is done.
Man, that was an unreal series.
That was the best series all weekend so far.
Now they are set in our championship match against the Atlanta FaZe.
I've never gone into like an event so confident of winning.
Beating Dallas in that losers final, you know, getting revenge on them, and knocking them out of champs.
Who walks away with the whole thing?
FaZe 5-4.
Go FaZe 5-3.
They just look dialed in. They just look too clean. Insight takes down 2. The Krigs line it up. The beams on point.
Abizi comes soaring in. They hold on to it. And Ultra cap off a magnificent map 1.
After that first map, like, I genuinely thought we were winning. After you see me win, and I like fist my around saying like one down, like 4 to go, there was no doubt in my mind we weren't gonna win.
Oh, on to Bance now, 1v2. Abizi will end it. One of the more lopsided raid controls you will ever see. There is always one more into the blender. Go Ultra as they get annihilated. FaZe are in. It's the guts. It's the glory. It's the championship for FaZe.
You don't get many attempts at winning, and you especially don't get many attempts at winning a world championship.
You come that close, it's just brutal, like absolutely brutal.
Even think about it now, just it breaks me a lot to think about. Genuinely, I think about it like every day still. Sitting there thinking what I could have done better in those maps to make us win. And I could have been a world champion right now.
Like, there's a bit of sort of multiple feelings, I'd say. Like, right after the loss, there was a lot of emotion, there was a lot of, you know, disappointment, and then there was a lot of positivity as well.
We're all proud, like, from the team, the coaches, the org, girlfriends, fiancés, family, everyone that's like within our like bubble know like how proud and how happy we are of the year.
We obviously turned it around from the previous season and the start of the year, so
it's been a good year when we think back to it.
To finish second in the standings and then finish second at the CoD Champs, that just shown that we're like one of the best teams in the league. I think that going into Vanguard, I'm very confident going into the season. That's why we chose to keep the same team going together.
Going into next season against FaZe, obviously they are the people everyone's going for. You're not going to beat them just on talent.
You just kind of got to move on from that, build from it.
The only way you are going to beat them is through teamwork.
Next season, if anything, it's going to be even better for us.
Is win as much as we possibly can and improve as players as much as we can.
I think there's one thing that this team's always done, and it's learn from the mistakes they've made and learn from their experiences. We continue to learn throughout the season. We continue to learn how to improve in certain ways, and I think that for me, I think they're going to continue to do that.
I don't want to silver surf anymore. It's not a fun place in second. It genuinely isn't. I'm getting bored of it now. Like I just want to win.